hello, and welcome, my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read for this full moon in, oh, I got it wrong. Shit. Oh, let me just start over. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hello, 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 and welcome, my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Aquarius, waxing to full in Virgo for February 2021. I'm your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hi. Hi, my Saggies. I have so many Sagittarian friends. I love doing the Sagittarian reads. That Jupiterian, expansive 9th house vibe is fun for me. Which I have Aries in the 9th house. It's a long story, so let's get up in this gig. Like I said, it's 7-card draw, 1 card from 7 different card systems, 2 tarot systems this time around, 2 healing systems, and 3 oracles. I did math for you right there. Thumbs up for that. About what it is you need to know. What do I need? Read clues, tips, and hints from the pantheons of the divine to which I work with every single day of my life, personally and professionally. Obviously not a timeless one, a specific time to read. We are looking at the new moon in Aquarius on Thursday, the 11th of February at 2:06 p.m. Eastern Time, but it goes void, of course, at the same time, so womp womp, no real lunar push for the new moon, but that should be some dark moon, just saying. Waxing to the full moon on Saturday, the 27th of February, 3:17 a.m. So if you're going to do, you know, your full moon stuff, I suggest Friday night. So that being said, it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because you might get information about the same situation or something completely different, right? We're not just one, it's not just one thing going on in our lives nowadays, or probably ever. So please keep your feet on the ground. If you can, both feet, follow your breath, stay in the present moment so you can take what resonates and leave what doesn't without all the mental static. You know, just get yourself in alignment, relax a little bit. All the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box with some cool links to check out on the way down if you want to. Otherwise, let's do that. Tired of explaining things all the time, but it's just necessary, right? Let's do this. Breathe. Yeah, that's very Sagittarian. It's like, can we do something else than this? I want to do something else. So my angels, my Healing with the Angels Oracle, my angels of fire and the sign of Sagittarius, the Michaelites, please, 1 card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. New moon in Aquarius. I'll take that one. Waxing to full in Virgo in February. Archangel Michael. I called him by name. It's the only card in this deck that names the angel by name. Everything else is by function, like the Healing Angel of Soulmate. Look at the bottom of the deck. I don't do that, but okay, look what's at the bottom of the deck. So this might have something to do with that. Let's move on. Archangel Michael. Oh my God, could I go on forever? I actually have the Blue Angel Oracle from Blue Angel Publishing. That's the Archangel Michael deck. Though I am an Arielite angel, Archangel Ariel, we're getting to her in the next deck, I can tell you that Archangel Michael, I mean, there's so much research. He's got the best press agent of all of them. I mean, come on, John Travolta played him in a movie, right? So it's not like he's hard to find information on, let alone go into deeper research. But as a healing angel, this is the Healing with the Angels Oracle. I'm a Virgo. It's like words are important with this stuff. What kind of healing would you be in need of, right? So what do I need read? With Archangel Michael, well, for myself, I tend to find that about the angel of truth. He's got the sword of truth, right? That desire to know, to seek only truth, to cut through the chains of lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions, internal and external. And as a result of that, he's also been seen certainly as a protector and defender. Saint Michael the Archangel, right? Patron saint of like firemen and policemen, ambulance. You sort of get the idea. Sort of like for the first responder angel. It does make sense. But I am feeling along with that too in terms of conquering your own fears, those internal chains, right? Almost like the devil card in tarot, right? You could slip the chains off and walk away, but you don't, because it ain't that easy, and I get that. So whatever's going on here, it does feel like there's an element of truth that needs to be brought to the fore. And do keep in mind, ninth house Sagittarius energy, you have that kind of will, right? That desire to know things, right? And air without fire, right? Fire without air doesn't work, right? So that element air of thought. But you've got essentially the archangel of the fire signs here on the table, so I would take that as a really good sign. Let us move on. As I said, the next deck is dedicated to Archangel Ariel. Everything here is on a piece of selenite or a piece of rose quartz. It's how I keep my cards clean. The Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I will read from the bookie book on this one because this one is way deeper than I thought it was before I bought it and brought it home and opened it. It's really good, so please take a nice deep breath. Yes, hello, my beloved Archangel Ariel. Please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this read. What is the Crystal Oracle? Either what's in the book, the stone itself, whether they have it, whether they don't, that they need to work with in tandem with Archangel Michael, this new moon in Aquarius waxing to full in Virgo. Ooh, Smokey quartz, not hard to find, not terribly expensive. Now, back in the day, I don't know if this still goes on, they would take cheap citrine and irradiate it, like expose it to radiation, Hulk crystal or something, to make it look like it's smoky. So just, buyer beware. That I don't know that they still do that. I don't see why they wouldn't. It's not like it's illegal, but if they're selling it as one thing as another, I'm a Virgo. Can you tell I'm an earth sign? Hold on a second. Selenite, Smokey quartz. The key words: emotional blockage. Wah wah. I didn't see that one coming. Negative thoughts. Release, grounding, and protection. It's been a protection and a grounding stone for me since jump. I started working with crystals back in college in the 80s. I got a bunch. This beautiful smoky quartz crystal has appeared in your reading today to help you release and express the many emotions that you have kept suppressed for quite some time. Now, don't take that too personally. It's everybody right now. I mean, who has the emotional infrastructure to deal with 2020 and 2021, right? Like last year and this year. Come on, right? Suppression at some point is necessary in the moment, but yeah, it builds up, right? It creates pressure. There is an emotional cause to all physical symptoms. This is an earth sign stone, sort of. So know that by acknowledging and expressing how you feel, you allow healing to occur. I know somebody this applies to. Do not be afraid to cry, for your tears will wash away your sadness and restore your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. It's part of the holistic healing model. I'll talk about that in a minute. They're showing me too. There is a jewel to be found in every teardrop. That's gorgeous. You see what I mean? It's like way deeper than I ever thought it was going to be. Trust! Exclamation point. This card signifies that healing is occurring right now. Now, here's the thing. If you study the basics, or even just look into the basics of holistic healing, I mean, now it seems to be all about arnica cream and rescue remedy, but whatever. It's become very merchandised, and that's okay. But it's supposed to be the homeostasis between the physical body, the emotional body, the mental, and the spiritual, right? The four lower bodies. Great book by Shakti Gawain, by the way, if you ever get the chance. I think it's that, something like that. I don't remember the title exactly. So, and it's even really in the process of manifestation. You get an inspiration, right, the spiritual body, and then you think about it, that's air, right, then you fire, you want it, and you feel it, and you bring it into physical form. So this is the reversal process. There's incarnation, creation, and then there's healing, right? So the emotional part of it is key because it is the element of water that hardens into the earth of ice, right? The different states. And that's really not a transformation, that's a change. Yes, it is changing form, but you can change it back. True transformation, there's no going back. And usually that's transformation by fire. right? So an intense card, I will say, but with Archangel Michael, this might be facing your demons, or, you know, like demons. I don't mean like, I don't mean charmed, right? What was his name? Balthazar. I named my cat Balthazar, but that was after a king, not a demon. Sorry, I'm having charmed flashbacks. At my age, they happen. But certainly, if you feel that these emotions that are repressed are too painful, which why else would we repress them consciously or unconsciously, that you may very well be in chains that way. These emotions weighing you down, and they're affecting your health most likely, and you need to be aware of it. Now, by the way, don't take that personally. Like I said, this is everybody. Like, who the hell processes their emotions all the time, completely balanced? No, every day is a winding road. You get a little bit closer. I was listening to Sheryl Crow before. It's in the air. I love her. I'm telling you, the Globe Sessions album is like the soundtrack to an entire decade of my life. Here we go. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Bam. We're going to see what's going on the inside, what you need to be aware of. Heart, throat, third eye, and crown, which is certainly that emotional part before it goes into, you know, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and then the physical body, right? So you can feel getting that into alignment's kind of key here, but there might be some truths here with Archangel Michael you might not want to see, and maybe you are ready to. Let's find out. Breathe. My goddesses of fire, in the sign of Sagittarius, please. One card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, what is it that they need to be aware of inside of themselves, particularly with this Smokey quartz, talking about emotional blockage and grounding and healing? What is it they need to be aware of? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, their interior world. This new moon in Aquarius, waxing to full in Virgo, which, by the way, is one of the healing moons for sure. Well, Three of Wands. Waiting, sure, but also loyalty, right? Like, I totally see this card as your priorities, you know? You've already made the decision from the Two of Flames, right? That juggling fire, to now you're moving forward and taking steps. So there is a reprioritization going on inside of you, and that just happened. Our whole lives are being reprioritized this past year and whatever, right? You know, I'll leave my house unless it's an absolute necessity because I got parents upstate that I visit every 3 months, and I ain't gonna be responsible for carrying in there anything that you get what I'm saying. I'm still careful about talking about it on YouTube, and I'm going to continue to. But I'll say fuck whenever I want. Because I'm cute and funny, apparently. So yeah, you know, you're looking at what is your ultimate loyalty. Now, I say this a lot of times. There is a book from Jan Van Zandt, if you are familiar with her, In the Meantime. I highly recommend it. There's a whole section in there about this. It's about the priorities, you know, that we're taught to put, like, work first, then friends and family, then ourselves, and then really God, spirit at the end of the day. Now I lay me down to sleep's a little too late, although it's good for releasing it. So she recommends flipping that: God first, whatever you call your higher power, then you, then friends and family, then work. It actually is how I live my life, and have for a while, a learning curve. But I know that if I go to the divine first thing in the morning, like before even brushing my teeth, like in bed, here we go again, right? You know, to make your prayer then and get that in alignment, then go brush your teeth, and, you know, and you go back and forth throughout the day. Let's see what this looks like on the outside with the Mythic Tarot. I wanted those nice and shuffled for you. What is it that you need to be aware of outside of you? Lower three chakras, solar plexus, sacrum, and root. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. My gods of fire and the sign of Sagittarius, please. One card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is it they need to be aware outside of themselves? You know, this could be how they appear from the outside. This could be someone they're dealing with. Clarity on the situation, please, for them. This new moon in Aquarius, waxing to full in Virgo. King of Pentacles, the Capricorn card. Now, the thing about a what do I need read, obviously that could indicate a person, but that's the tricky part with general reads. Only you can know this. If this is about loyalty and waiting for someone with Capricorn energy, I don't go in for that. The court card, the element of the court card is all the signs. Not in this deck. Literally writes the word Capricorn on the card, well, with the goat, and yeah. And this is a particular myth. So keeping that in mind, this is about something long-term. Even if we just want to go with the energy of 10th house Capricorn, it's Saturnian. There are boundaries. It's slow and steady wins the race, but it's cardinal earth, creative earth, like a mountain upon which things grow and live, right? It's very creative. But, you know, it takes a while to get there, and not even a mountain goat runs up a mountain, right? The steep hills and climbs. So there's something very earthy about here, particularly with this smoky quartz. So I don't feel like your loyalty thing is the issue. I just think there's a reprioritization to maybe, even if someone is involved here, manifest something that has to do with highest potential, which for me are the keywords of 10th house Capricorn. That thing of take the hero's journey, slow and steady wins the race, but, you know, a diamond isn't created overnight, right? You know, that there are certain things that take commitment. Saturn, that restriction. And of course you have emotions about that if that is the case. This could also be you are presenting yourself as that, right? From the outside looking in. Now, that thing with Archangel Michael, I really feel like your feelings about this, you know, now let me clarify that. They just switched this around. There's a difference between feeling and emotion in my experience. Feelings tend to be lower three chakras, like, well, that feels weird, or that feels weird, you know what I mean, right? But heart, third eye, and crown, those are emotions. You can have feelings about your emotions and emotions about your feelings back and forth. So switch that up. Call in. Ask Archangel Michael to just cut you free from whatever needs to come out. And you kind of have to feel it to heal it. I didn't make that rule, but I'm a Pisces moon, so, you know, that's the only way out is through. But slow and steady wins the race. Let's keep going. That's still so very, very, very general. So we got two of our oracles and the two tarot. The next two are the healing systems. I keep reversing those. I'm going to put them in the right order as I go angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all evolved. So this is the first of the two ascended masters decks, the Qutz Pisano Love Pack. 3 suits I'm using. The 4th one's over there. That's the problem. No, we don't use those for the waxing moons. We save them for wanings if we're going to use them. This is the suit of luck, the suit of grace, and the suit of healing. Let's see what they say. Please breathe. Ascended Master General Assembly, please, 1 card in clarity using the Qutz Pisano Love Pack. What is the piece of luck that the Sagittarians need to realize is there and take advantage of in a good way? Or the piece of healing that they need to accept as well as implement. It's not just accepting it, you have to actually implement it. Or the piece of grace that permeates this situation that they need to be aware of, tune to, and flow with this new moon in Aquarius waxing to full in Virgo. Well, let's just say it's a luck card to start with. I haven't seen this one in a while. I guess it makes sense with the year we've had orgasm. I don't write them. I just draw them. I don't write them. I just read them. Thank you very much. Carrie Fisher. I love her. It's nice to have her as a spirit guide. She kicks ass. Astral ass. Orgasm. Now look, Sagittarians. There are many. I'm not putting that in the title. I am not. It will wait days while they say no. It's not that. It's not that. It'll get flagged. No. But it is a lucky card, obviously. And, you know, with the release of emotional blockage, right? There's something here that gives you, I mean, it can also be saying, be very aware that if this has now turned the corner, right? Like they say it all the time. It's like, I don't know, this is a romantic sexual thing. Well, I think we know. And if it's not that, right, then it is really like, okay, I will say, certain desserts are orgasmic, absolutely, but I can't eat a lot of them. I'm going to keep my figure. Girl my age, 52, right? You know, on camera every fucking day. That orgasm can be, but there are other cards in here like joy, right? Like ecstasy. This is a little more specific than that. I mean, there's going to be fireworks in the nervous system. It feels like in waves of you know, there's just too many. No, that's the point. There isn't too many ways to interpret that, and the vibe on it. It's like with Archangel Michael. Now they're giving me the image, the classic image of Archangel Michael with the sword, right, with his head on the foot of the devil Lucifer, whatever. I mean, it's Catholic iconography. The idea of, in a way, truth conquering illusion, love conquering fear. It's kind of Course in Miracles, but like much older and way more dualistic. This is something here, like that release of emotion. I'm just wondering, Sagittarians, if you might want to look into really beginner Tantra 101, which you don't need a partner for. Really, if you don't do the 101, it doesn't matter. I find in my experience, and I love me some Tantra, I will do tantric exercise with Matt Kahn mantras, which is the next deck we're going to use, right? There's one in here called Ecstasy, the mantra for ecstasy. I allow myself, I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart desires. Try doing that while you're in motion. It's not that hard, unless it's very hard. Anyway, moving on. Oh my God, this orgasm card. Look what it's done. It's made me go blue. Code blue. Everybody please take a nice deep breath. At least the Ascended Masters are laughing. They're really fun, guys. They're not as stuffy as they appear in a lot of their artwork shown here. Please, my Ascended Masters, what is the healing mantra, the perfect healing mantra for the Sagittarian collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, to help them, you know, heal with this Archangel, but just with Archangel Michael, with that Smokey Quartz. Get a piece of Smokey Quartz, call in Archangel Michael, do this mantra, right? With orgasm and a Capricorn, with some loyalty. You're waiting for it. Please. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I make myself laugh too hard and it makes me cough. What is their perfect healing mantra, please? This new moon in Aquarius, waxing to full in Virgo, February 2020. Grounding my energy. It is safe to be in my body. Work. Oh, well, saucy Sagittarius, it looks like you got yourself what I like to call a jackpot reading in when I do these zodiacal things, because no one else has gotten anything like that on here that I can see. Of course, I write it all down in my Virgo. Grounding my energy. It is safe to be in my body. When your energy is grounded, you are no longer wrestling with the pain of the past or chasing after potential future outcomes. You dare to demonstrate your very best attributes and qualities, no matter how you are perceived or received by others. Snap. With your energies grounded, your mind can relax as your body becomes a more enjoyable environment to inhabit for hopefully at least 15 minutes. This mantra is ideal for replacing compulsive thoughts, releasing addictive behavior, and finding stability. You gotta have a solid foundation for a good, hopefully just hold on to something, brace yourself. Particularly if you have any planets and earth signs. Virgo in particular, we are mutable earth. Earthquake. I'm good. Please take a nice deep breath. Was not expecting a risque read for Sagittarius, but why not? Here we go. Higher selves of all involved. Another deep breath. The higher selves of all involved, please. One card in clarity, Whispers of Love Oracle. Higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. For the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign dealing with, they need Archangel Michael, Smokey Quartz to address their loyalty systems, that 3 of Flames, that King of Pentacles on the outer they need to be aware of, that there is something kind of long-term here, but also a journey there that they need to be aware of, whether that's them from the outside looking in or they're dealing with somebody like that. And apparently the sex is good with the orgasm card going on there, so they need that. like this video right now, even if no other card made sense, you like this video right now, that they need to be grounding their energy, knowing it is safe to be in their body. So please, what's the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, or insight that they need this new moon in Aquarius, waxing to full in Virgo? Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love for them. Oh my God, it's Valentine's Day is after the 11th. I didn't even cognize that. I didn't even remember that. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. And look, Sagittarians, I know it's hard to find the line there. You also can be very, very generous, right? I dated a Sagittarian one who just kept giving me so many gifts within the first month of the thing. I was like, something's off here, and there was, right? But I don't get that feeling here. I feel like you may have dealt with that before in some way, shape, or form, in the giving or receiving. But this looks like a pretty damn kick-ass read here. So let me put it together for you in a blessing like I always do, because it's one of my graces is the grace of prayer. It's just flowed out of me since I was a kid. All different forms of it. Please take a nice deep breath. My pantheons of the divine, may the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Aquarius to full in Virgo, that they may get the grounding and the emotional release that they need with the Smokey quartz as they express their love through gifts to themselves and others, dealing and involving that Capricorn energy of something long-term, slow and steady wins the race, but creative, solid, stable earth that they can apply their loyalty to and bring in the proper order of priority. Calling in the help of Archangel Michael to help them cleave away that which is false from that which is true, protecting and defending them as they are grounded. Why? Because it's safe to be in their body as they are grounding their energy to stabilize and receive the orgasm that I suppose you guys would know and they would know. That could be spiritual, mental, emotional, but I got a really good sense with all them earth cards. They mean physical, for their well-being, for the well-being of all concerned, and for the well-being of all of life, that Sagittarians may embrace and embody that vibe that we could all use a bit in our lives, more or less, for the well-being of all. So would it be. And so it is. Remember, we're all holographically one thing, so when one of us come, all of us come, except we just don't know it. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a fun read, I gotta say. This was cake. Let me not go there. Cake means other things. Yeah, if you liked it, thumbs up. You want more, subscribe. And please feel free to comment, even if it's just laughter, because this was a very, very fun read. And the more you do those things, the more people get to see the read. And I think there are some Saggies out there that might be interested. So wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Aquarius, waxing to full in Virgo. Virgo power, even though you're probably not a Virgo. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.